Hello, welcome to this month's Coffee Talk, the first of the year. I'm really excited about it. I want you to notice here that on the cover, it says Coffee Talks with Nico, third Friday. So we're on the second Friday today, but in February and on, we're going to be on the third Friday of the month at 9 a.m. And I want to give myself a little more time to market it. So that's basically why I made those changes. I made a couple other changes too. So planning out my year for 2023, I always plan out what I want to talk about and, what I want to share with people. And I go through the whole year and try to figure out what's going to be important. And I chose branding to focus on for the entire year because there are so many pieces of branding that do take place. I do want to share with you some branding changes that I made for my business. So when I started here on Maui 10 years ago, I had a business in mind that I was going to do. And when I got here and landed here, Maui was not quite ready for it. So what I had to do is resurrect my company, Skywriting by Nico. I just had a tiny company and I did flyers and graphics and things like that for real estate agents and builders. And so I resurrected Skywriting by Nico and I just ran with it. I really didn't think about searching capabilities on Google. So Skywriting by Nico, if you put in the search parameters, you're going to get people who do skywriting. And I don't do that. And I really didn't think that through. I ran with it. It's what my business is. It fits me. But really, when you're doing searching, it's not the smartest thing I ever did. So this year I have a new URL, mauimarketingcompany.com. And I say Maui's marketing company is Skywriting by Nico. So I did change my branding. I hope it makes sense. And I hope I get a lot more traction on my website. But for you guys, and when you start out with marketing, no matter what, where you are in your business, you can always change branding. It just has to make sense. So as I said, making the changes or making the planning for 2023, I would discuss branding, and I want to do so because branding is not just logos and colors. It covers your message, your audience, your online or in-person experiences, and so much more. So that's what we're going to talk about, elevator pitches today. And we'll get more into that. So I have something kind of funny on that angle also. So here I am. I am Nico. I am a marketing project management specialist. I love training baby boomers, and I'm an in-staff trainer for small companies. I co-organize for Maui Business Brainstormers. I'm a SCORE mentor for Hawaii chapter, co-founder of Maui Social Media School with Danielle Miller, and Maui Native Hawaiian Chamber of Commerce board member. So after all that, I'll get into the funny. Okay. So elevator pitches, it sounds so 2019 because now I don't even take the elevator because of COVID. I do the stairs. So elevator pitch is like a, quote, air quotes, basically you needing to get your message in play. Because you're going to be meeting with people in many different circles. Sometimes you go to a friend's house and they have people there and they ask you what you do for a living or, what is your business? You have to be able to know what you're going to say and have some kind of offer when you get to it. But the things that you need to know before you create your elevator pitch is your purpose. So you have to have your branded message. You have to have your audience in mind for who you're going to be talking to about your elevator pitch. You have to have pain points, people's problems that you can solve with your products or services. And then you need to know about the clients that you prefer to work with. I always look at the people that I want to work with instead of just anybody, because when I do work, I spend a lot of time and effort to try to make things right for people. So today we might not be writing in elevators, but we can have these things in mind when we are on a Zoom call, we see someone at the grocery store or at a party or whatever. So you'll need to know all of these pieces. And I'm going to share with you a company that does this really well. All right. So when do you use your elevator pitch? I was talking to Julia before, saying that at Maui Business Brainstormers, when I first got here, I would stumble. I would not, know exactly what I wanted to say. And every time I was so nervous when it came to me, when I had to introduce myself. So I would write things down as what I wanted to say, but I would never say them because I got so nervous. So because we do that, we want to make sure that we have something written, something memorized, something that is going to make sense to people if we are at a business conference, if we're in investor meetings, at job fairs, or even meetups. All right, this is really important to have in mind. So what is an elevator pitch? Basically, it is 30 minutes. It's a way of 30 seconds. A way of introducing yourself, getting across a key point or two, making a connection with someone. So it's called an elevator pitch because basically it is the amount of time that you have riding up the elevator with somebody. So these are things that you need to know. So what I wanted to share with you was a company that I've been working with, and I did not do her branding. She did her branding all on her own. And I really love what she's done. She is so clear on her brand, and it really makes sense. So I'm going to show you her branded message, her audience, her pain points, her focus on a product or service, and the clients that she wants. So we'll just go through it. So things to consider that you need to know is your branded message. Here's what she says. We create classic cookies made by hand with lots of love and meant to be enjoyed fresh from the oven. Okay, who wouldn't want that? I don't care if you're 30 years old, 80 years old, or a kid. This means something to you. Hey, can I ask whoever that was if you can mute yourself? That'd be really super. And then I'll ask you to unmute yourself later in the program. Anyway, with her branded message, she does a great job. And I just love this because, first of all, I love cookies, especially from the oven. And she does such a good job. So the next piece that she does is looking at her audience. So I chose a few photos. I'm going to admit someone here. I chose a few photos from her website that really can speak to anybody. So her audience is people who love cookies, kids, women, and men, for a party, a cookie sundae, or holiday gifts. I typically say when we're talking about an audience, I really do niche into the thing that you want to sell or serve. I got it. Typically I would not say that kids, women, and men would be your audience. But in this case, when she's selling things, she does relate to women, men, and kids, and it does make sense. So you can too. We're going to get into her service. And so I want you to take a look at that. Anyway, we're going to go further on to her pain points. Now, how can cookies have pain points? Give me a break. It sounds so silly, but there are services, and these pieces can help people in a pinch. So moms who need cookies for special days at school or work, you could stop in, grab packages, or you can grab a tray. You can grab individuals, however you want to do it, you can do that. That's a pain point for somebody who needs something special quickly. If you're going to a party empty-handed, what do? You can go in and grab just what I said. She has packages. She has all sorts of things that you can actually do and bring to a party, and you don't have to come empty-handed. And then the third pain point, if you will, is she forgot her sister-in-law's birthday, and she can stop in and grab something really quick and really tasty, and her sister-in-law will feel special. And these are things that the Maui Cookie Lab does have available for any of us to go in. And I'm not doing a commercial on her, I promise, but I just really love the way that she has her branding in place, and the perspective that she has just nails it every time. So when you're thinking about a brand or about a business, product or service, let's look at Walt Disney for a second. He has Disneyland, he has Disney World, he has all the other Magic Kingdom stuff that's going on. He has Mickey Mouse, and they do weddings. So all of these things, if you're thinking about a product or a service, you have to have an explanation of what it is, who it's for, why use your service. I mean, it's all over the place. So Maui Cookie Lab has gifts for kids. And these little snowmen are for anybody. I mean, your grandmother, your friend at work, someone who's sick at home, all of these things work for that as well. But I'm just choosing kids and doggy treats today. So the second picture that we have are doggy treats. Actually, you can eat them because they are all natural and really good. They're a little peanut butter flavor, and dogs love that. But anyway, the packaging that she has for these individual products are terrific, and they're adorable, and I just love what she does. And I love this little doggy right here. He's so cute. I'm in love with dogs. Okay, so the next thing that she has is the clients she prefers. All right, this is Heidi right here, and this is the Cookie Lab little trailer that she has. She has one in Kihei. She has one in they go all over the place. So whoever that is, can you please mute yourself? I'd appreciate that. She has the Cookie Lab that's mobile, and then she has her store. So you can either find her online or find her in Kahului. The people that she prefers are people who are playful, who love cookies, who have family and friends. And again, that sounds so broad for talking about your audience, but each individual product is specific to the needs of somebody. She uses the Cookie Lab at a beach in Kihei, and then she does parties and weddings and corporate parties and things like that. And they actually have the Cookie Lab trailer that she brings with her. So enough about branding. I just wanted to give you that overall view of things you need to know about your company before you get into doing an elevator pitch, and which is really important. So there are 6 points to an elevator pitch. One is being able to introduce yourself quickly. The second one is stating a problem in one sentence, or a pain point, really. Tell them how to solve that problem. Tell them why you're qualified to solve that problem. Give them 3 quick benefits, and tell them how to take action. You'll have to have these pieces to construct a message for everyday life in business. So that's basically what I focused on today. My company and social media. I do lots of other things, but when I am talking about social media, this is my go-to. And I'm going to share with you a little schematic that you could use to create your own. So my first thing is quickly introduce myself. Hi, I am Nico Fisher from Skywriting by Nico, Maui's marketing company. Awesome. That was easy, right? Quick and easy, but you know what? It took me a while to do it. And so I want you to actually write down what you want to do, how to introduce yourself, quick and easy. Second one is stating a problem or these pain points. Social media takes too much time to be consistent and keep up with the constant changes and updates. Sometimes it's just too much. That is a problem in one sentence with social media. And there are so many more things I could say, but those are the things that I hear people talk about all the time. And so I wanted to use that in my stating the problem in one sentence. Next, you want to tell them how to solve that problem. So we can help you save time by helping you shape your marketing focus and get more exposure on the right social media platforms. Quick and easy, getting to the point, being able to talk about how we can help you. Why am I qualified to help you? We've helped hundreds of clients create a substantial social media following. We have a system to allow you to get trained, have your staff trained, or use our done-for-you social media programs. So you'll never feel overwhelmed using social media again. That's kind of You might. There can be a time where you'll feel overwhelmed, but we try to take that off your plate so you can focus on the things that are most important. And then the 3 benefits: we can save you time, we can save you money, and we can relieve the frustration of planning all your posts so you can get on to doing your business. And then how can they take action? We offer a free half-hour appointment to see if we're a good fit. You just go to my website, mauimarketingcompany.com, and you can schedule your appointment. So that's pretty easy, pretty simple, to the point. This took me a little bit. I want to show you what I used, for these to kind of help other companies organize themselves. It's called the Elevator Pitch Generator. And here's the URL for it: copywritingcourse.com, elevator-pitch. So basically, I just filled out this information. I went in and I put my name here. I stated the problem in 1 sentence. I gave a solution, maximum 2 sentences, because remember, it's quick. Enter the qualifications of how I can help, the 3 benefits that you can get while you are using my service, and how to take action for them. So it sounds pretty simple. You can do this for your business, you can do it for a product, or you can do it for a service. And I would suggest you do all 3. I have other services than social media, but that's the one I chose to share with you today, just so you can get a really good idea of what that looks like. So the things that you need to make sure you know about putting together yours is trying to keep it under 30 seconds. How do you know it's under 30 seconds? You practice. You do it over and over and over again. And as you're saying it out loud, you're going to be writing and going, oh, that's not the word. I need to cut it there. You'll be able to, using this little schematic, you'll be able to make the changes that you need to. And then practicing it, that you keep it under 30 seconds is really important, because you want to leave them wanting more. And you want to make sure that you add a goal or an ask, right? I said, go to my website and sign up for the half-hour consultation for free. You should check out our website. You could be interested in if you're interested in a free demo, you can go to the website, or you can sign up for our email list, which is really helpful for giving you tips and things like that. So you have to be able to think, when you are creating this elevator pitch, that you have an ask at the end of it. Otherwise, what you gonna do? You got to be able to tell them to go somewhere. So the 3rd tip is, it can help you narrow down what your business does, or your products, or your services. As I showed you how Heidi does it, she had packaging for kids, and she had packaging for doggy treats. And so you don't just have one service, you have several. If you're in jewelry, you have necklaces, you have the actual gem that you want to talk about. And you also have different reasons why you might want to wear it, and stuff like that. If you're a restaurant, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have brunch. You have salad dressings that you're selling. I mean, you have to think about all of these pieces for your products and services. So I was going to go live, but I'm not going to go live because I'm afraid I'm going to mess this up, because I'm using a new system. So what I want you to do is go to copywritingcourse.com/elevator-pitch, and you'll find that little schematic that can be really helpful for you to build your own elevator pitches for whatever products or services you have. So I do want to ask if anybody has any questions while we are at it. You can shout them out. You can unmute yourself and shout them out. Typically, this is where I go online, and of course, I don't want to lose this process. So I'm not going to go online today and show you that, but I do want you to do that after we get off of this call. So does anybody have any questions? It's okay if you don't have questions. Oh, somebody has something here. Oh, that wasn't a question, really. That was just someone sweet. So if you don't have questions, I do want to, yes.
Oh, I just want to make sure I got that address right. Copywriting.com/elevator pitch. Is that right?
Yes, let me go back here. And it is copywriting course.com.
Copywritingcourse.com.
Yeah, /elevator-pitch.
Oh, no elevator pitch.
Yes.
Copywritingcourse.com/pitch.
Elevator-pitch.
Elevator. Oh.
Yeah. Elevator-pitch. And I think you could find it if you just go to copywritingcourse.com. Just look for the elevator pitch portion of it. But I did want to say that, I really feel like I've grown up this year because I changed my URL. I've owned these URLs for some time, but I had an older website that I wanted to change, and I thought this would be a perfect timing for me to do it. And I just want you to know that you can do this at any time for your business, product, or service. And, it's going to be really helpful for you and help you grow up a little bit. I always say grow up because I always feel like, I could be better. I could do something better. And that is, I guess, the goal of, being in business is always thinking, what's next? What am I going to do next to make things more exciting? And as we create products and services, we get more excited because they are focusing on usually one particular person or entity. And gosh, I just love this stuff. I love business, and I love where we are today. So since you don't have any questions, I am going to tell you about what we're going to be talking about next. So again, we changed the day of the month that we have our coffee talks. It's going to be on the third Friday of the month. And that day is Friday, February 17th. And we're going to talk about increasing your brand experience and awareness. Excuse me. These are areas that we need to do all the time. And how are we going to do that? Are we doing that on our website? Are we doing that through social media? Are we doing that through meetings in person or on Zoom? These are things that we are going to talk about that are going to be really important for you to just continue growing your brand. And I'm really excited for this year. This year is going to be awesome. And I'm hoping that these little meetings that we have might be able to help you just move a step forward and, practice. And that's all we can do. The experience and the awareness when you're online and you go to somebody's website and you order something and they end up having a little thank you at the end. You're like, oh, okay, my message was through. I did order something. It's going to come. So a few days later or a week later, when that product comes, it is in a little box. And that little box has a little note inside saying, this product was made especially for you. And I want to thank you for ordering from us. If you have any problems with anything, you can go to our website and we'll take care of you. So I bought the product. I was thanked for buying that product. I knew that it actually worked. My order went through. And then to have a cute little box at the end and me opening it with a nice little thank you. It's these kinds of things that really do make a difference with your brand and its experience and its awareness. And whenever I have anything that I want to order for somebody, I go through that company because they made me feel special. And I know they're going to make the person that I'm buying the product for feel special as well. So experience and awareness is much greater than just, saying who you are and what you do. It is actually what happens when they buy your product. So it's kind of cool. anyway, so that's all I have for you. If you want to join me, it's the same URL, the same address that you'll get when you are, oh, my doggy just entered the room. It is the same URL that you found me here for our next meeting. And if you want to be on our mailing list, put your email address, first name and last name in the chat box, and I will add you to the email list that will tell you what's coming up next. So anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. And I want to, just tell you that I'm really excited for 2023, and it can be whatever we want it to be. And for me, I want it to be fun. I want it to be sweet. I want it to be kind, and I want to do a good job. So anyway, if you'd like to connect with me, you can go to maui'smarketingcompany.com or mauimarketingcompany.com. My email is nico@skywritingbynico, and you can find me on any of these links for my social and my YouTube channel that has all of my coffee talks. So anyway, it's 9:27. I'm going to say au revoir, and I want to thank you for being here today.